Sometimes, even when you know you're in enemy territory, you can't help but appreciate the amazing artwork that Square Enix has done for a game like this. This is definitely something worth appreciating, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because we're not going to be enjoying it for much longer, considering we still have a lot more work to do. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is year 2, day 43 for EDSS in the Realm Reborn, and last time we discovered that the Sylphs, the little race of plant fairies that we helped to prevent the summoning of their primal Ramuh in year 1, are actually going to pull it off, potentially, in year 2. So, we gotta see if we can either stop them, and failing that, possibly communicate with Ramuh, because apparently he's not all that interested in being a pure fighter. Maybe we can use this to our advantage, but we still have a lot of work to do because the evil Sylphs, the ones in purple, have been making friends of ours from the Sons of the Seventh Dawn, like Ida, be made into clones, as it were. Like that violent Snarl over there has done some vicious things like that before, so hopefully it will not get in our way as we speak with the real Ida to take on the next challenge entitled True to Form. Ida is eager to rejoin the other Scions. I may not know where Thancred is, but I've got a pretty good idea where Papalimo and Ishtula will be. They were with me just now. Ishtula suggested we split up to cover more ground, and took Papalimo with her. Oh no, do you think one of them might be in a Sylph in disguise as well? Well, if this is any indication, I think it very well could be. You stupid piece of crap, I thought you were far away enough. I thought you were far away enough, screw you. Alright, take 2, mark it, and action. We should probably be after them just in case. Come on, they were headed somewhere to the south. Alright. And so, they should be possibly somewhere down there. So, let's mount my chocobo and pursue our good friend Ida. So, finally completed the last of the main story, of the very last part of the main story for Realm Reborn, and let me just say that it really has galvanized me to want to direct my efforts more towards this for the time being, as opposed to Last of Us, so that I'm not caught out when Realm Reborn is discontinued in 3 months' time. Well, actually, it'll be now 2.5 months' time, because we're now in April. But anyway, this is what we're looking for. And yeah, what's this? 2 Ishtolas? Something is clearly not right. I just hope that my Chocobo Lanta has recognized the imposter. Let's see what Papalimo has to say. Thank the 12, you found us at last! Wait, I see Ida, but where's... more imposters? Do not attempt to deceive me, Sylph. I see what you are. But if by some faint chance you are truly my good friend Edie, mayhap you would consult Maxio over there, if Maxio he truly is, on the subject of how to dispel these infernal Sylvan enchantments. Well, we've already had some experience with our good friend Maxio, who's been giving us a particular item to remove the visual trickery, so let's see what Maxio has to say now. This one suggests hitting 3 wise ones with 1 stone. If wise ones suspect Walking Moon is actually skin-changing one, Walking Moon is not likely to get a second opportunity to throw a scale bomb in wise one's presence. So Walking Moon must think carefully so that all wise ones are caught in the same scale bomb's boom. In other words, we're gonna piss our friends off. But if you believe that's the best course of action there, Mr. Maxio, I shall not deny you. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Why did it have to be 2 Ishtolas? I should have been perfectly happy to give any number of Idas an experimental smack. Well, it won't be Ida getting a smack, but it'll be all 3 of you. And when the dust settles... Was that truly necessary? Look, that one's the Sylph. one's trick has failed, but walking ones have not won yet! And so away it flies. This one will not allow walking ones to pass! Come any closer, and this one's friends will be angry! So the little rascal means to stand his ground, does he? How very courageous. Would you do the honors, Zidi? I believe I will. Greetings, I see you've all found each other. Towards seem I was a mite overzealous in my attempts to evade our sylvan ambushes. I was a mile away by the time I realized I was alone. Unless it's not really Thancred. Yeah, look of suspicion. On all sides. Even on Ida, even though we can't see her eyes. Is also miss? Do I have something on my face? Maybe the mark of an Asian? Reasonably convincing. But one cannot be too careful. Remind me, Thancred, what was the reason for our little excursion into the Sylphlands? Did you take a tumble and bump on your head, old friend? We're here to locate the site of the summoning so that Edie might parley with Lord Ramuh. Ha! Too easy! Why don't you tell us what you think of Philemon? Truly, you would have me speak of the songstress of Uldar? As you will. She's an exquisite rose that withers not with the passing of years. Charming as ever, I dare say we are perpetually beset upon all sides by swooning beauties. Indeed. Please, Ishtola, I do not seek to make them swoon. Poetry rises unbidden to my lips when I behold a maiden's fair countenance. 'Tis the curse of my minstrel blood. Enough. If this is not the real Thancred, then I believe we have found a suitable replacement. What do you mean? Indeed. Well, that seems like quite enough entertainment for one day. It is past time we return to the task at hand. Edie, would you mind approaching our touched friend? If I'm not very much mistaken, his decision to stand his ground stems from something more than mere bravery. I believe that makes sense. But yeah, I had a day 83 moment there. But as you can see, yeah, he's now surrounded by the purple ring, and you know what that means. Any sight of a purple ring around a particular target means we will have to fight it, as well as any other reinforcements. But that's after we deal with these two milkweed saplings, because, let's be honest, they were in way too close of a proximity for us to be able to avoid. And yeah, we can do a quick jump here for no other reason than the fact that we still have our Spine Shadow dive and our Dragonfire dive as well. Stay away from this one. Screw you. I'm coming in. And this is why he pulls out a wild boar. Your beast is nothing more than a run-of-the-mill wild boar! Remember that from the Simpsons take on the Lord of the Flies? I don't blame you if you don't, but I do. The law has spoken! Sucks to the law! I'm sorry, that was the worst impression of Nelson Muntz I've ever done. I should probably stick to ha-ha! And down it goes. And yeah, I should have known that was too good to be true. Screw you, milkweed sapling. Why can't you be more like milk and less like a root or a sapling? Now then, where were we? Yeah, that's right, you. Yeah, I got you surrounded because of my chocobo. You have nowhere to go. The one is too strong. This one surrenders. This one is sorry for playing tricks on wise ones. But great and powerful one, Lord Ramuh, is not here, so there is no need for wise ones to go any further. No need at all. Wise ones definitely must not go any further. This one would not want wise ones to get lost. He's clearly setting a trap for us. Well, let's go back to Papa Limo. After we build... Screw you, saplings! Screw you and your whole bloody lot. Every single one of you. Yeah, come get some, because I know you want it so bad. You'll regret crossing my path. as well as all of your other flowery kin. Strife of poison and distress. Alright, Papa Limo. Are we all cool now? We overheard your exchange with our tormentor. His clumsy attempt at deceit would almost be endearing if time were not of the essence. Happily, I managed to take a reading of the surrounding area while you had his attention. As I suspected, the site of the Lord of Levin's summoning is very close indeed. And so, with that task completed, we now take on Papa Limo's next challenge, entitled Levin, an Impression. Papa Limo believes he has determined the site upon which the primal Ramuh was summoned. My measurements indicate a large ethereal disturbance to the southeast. Thanks to the antics of the Sylphs, we've been dragged to every corner of the Sylphlands, but none of our various readings return results of this magnitude. There can only be one conclusion. Ramuh was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylphs' Aetherite. I suggest we proceed hither with all possible haste, after bidding Maxio here a fond farewell, of course. Should our trusty guide come too close to his deity, there is the distinct possibility that he will fall under the primal's influence. Come, lady, the Lord of Levin awaits! Alright, so there goes Maxio, and there go our fellow Scions. So, yeah, it's not much farther now to reach the Aetherite that belongs in possession of the Sylphs. So away we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you again. Yeah, you may shoot a seed at me, but it doesn't matter anymore. You no longer are relevant. These milkroot clusters, however, that's a different story. Because, yeah, I will have no choice but to fight my way through this crap. Because, yeah, you can see there's even a line of defense right at the Aetherite itself. Which means, one way or another, I am fighting. Okay, well, that one has left. We are out of its range. Thank goodness a game like this allows you to do something like that. Run far away enough from an enemy that will not pursue you relentlessly. Well, looks like we may not have to fight the Screech. We have arrived at the Aetherite. Well, the Screech wasn't the only Sylph here. The only touched Sylph here. But hi! Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Yeah, that would be Ramuh. Unlike the other primals, he actually communicates with me. But there he is, in the flesh. And with a huge beard, too. I mean, you saw how huge it was.
The bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan.
That's right.
I am Ramuh, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the Sylphs?
Well, we can't explain ourselves to you.
The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion. Thine offer, an insult.
And I'm sure any other primal would say the exact same thing. Because yeah, with all these touch Sylphs here...
Yet carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man.
But the people here have the blessings of the 12. Isn't that satisfactory for you?
For succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Gridanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflict hath brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man.
But you have the image of a man yourself. Who are you to pass judgment like that?
In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
Well, that is why we're here. Oh, it looks like we have something that belongs to you.
Which I bestowed upon my wayward charges, that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart.
Yeah, that was
from
Elder
thy kin.
Frixio back in year
Thou
one who
art
did
the
that for
bringer
us.
of light, aye, but there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial.
Yep, just like all the other primals,
If
we'll have
thou
to fight them.
wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
That doesn't sound good. And as you can see, he's got the weather power to prove it. And away he goes in a flash.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Well, you heard the man.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Your presence is most unexpected.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
Of course.
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Alright. Well, we are observing by observing we mean fighting. But now we have access to Ramuh's battlefield, the striking tree. And we don't even need to fight that Votted Screech in order to get to where we need to go. So, I'm going to continue this in a moment because I actually have someone who has offered to join me on this run through the battle against Ramuh. So, be back in a moment once that person has joined me, and then we will go and have our trial at the striking tree. And so, the time has come for us to meet Ramuh on the field of battle for the next primal trial. Welcome to the striking tree. And this massive stump will serve as our field of battle. As you can see, there's already a lot of electricity in the air, and with good reason, because it's now coming down onto the ground. And this is where Ramuh will make his entrance. There's the man himself. He and the beard that's so huge, it's as pretty much as tall as he is. It's about as long as he is tall. So, he says he wants to pronounce judgment on mankind. But in order for him to do that, he's going to have to get through all of us, including my beloved Sakura. Yes, my wife, who I took during the ceremony of eternal bonding, will be accompanying me here at the striking tree. So there is going to be a lot of crazy stuff going on as you see it, including Thunderspark, which is going to be hitting you pretty hard. Yeah, everything is electrically charged in this particular battle, and there's going to be a lot going on. Whenever you see Thunderstorm, you usually have to stay away from anyone who has a ring around them, because if you do, then you will not get shocked, because when you have one of those rings around you, you will take damage, no matter what. So you just want to make sure you don't want to share it with anyone else. But so far so good. Now, a lot of these attacks that you're going to see Ramuh doing, they really don't mean all that much unless you're doing this on extreme mode. But if you're not doing this on extreme mode, the tanks can pretty much handle most of the damage. They can handle most of Ramuh's special abilities. But there will come a time, eventually, just like you've seen in fights with Garuda and Titan and Ifrit, where there will be ads coming on in the field, and you have to get rid of them before Ramuh unleashes his ultimate attack. Hopefully we will be seeing that soon. Okay, so far the tank's doing a good job of neutralizing many of the special abilities. And once again, I'm forced to take a Thunderstorm. Stay out of the Thunder Spark. And jump right back in. Still waiting on ads to appear. I've not yet seen them. They are now on the field. There are 3 of them to get rid of, so do everything you can to deal with them as quickly as possible. And as stated before, if you don't get rid of all 3 of them in time, then Ramuh, when he unleashes his ultimate attack, will wipe out your party in one fell swoop. Just like Ifrit would do if you did not eliminate all the Infernal Nails. Just like Titan would do if you did not shatter his heart. These Grey Arbiters will serve as a means to your end if you do not dispatch of them swiftly. And of course, while that's going on, you still have all of Ramuh's lightning-based special abilities to contend with. Alright, oh, wow. Yeah, that someone shadowed me, and that was not good. I think it's worth it to burn the number break here, because, yeah, we need to get this thing gone, but we didn't get it in time, so we're all dead. Well, you just saw how not to do this fight. So, take 2. After showing that I was the only one capable of following the Grey Arbiters to the end and back. So hopefully now that we have made ourselves clear, let's hopefully do this fight right this time. Stay out of Thunderstorm, and anyone who is got it on them. Yep, stand clear of Thunder Spark. Take that, Ramuh. And as long as you and your massive beard are not facing me, I am perfectly safe. Unless, of course, you use a Thunderstorm and it's randomly chosen to land on me. Black Mage AFK, that's not good. But which one? That's the thing, which Black Mage is AFK? Oh, staying clear. Yeah, screw you, Draka. Screw your ass. You ain't doing that crap. so far so good this time, but remember, it doesn't mean anything unless we kill off those gray arbiters when they appear. So we are still waiting on their arrival. I've yet to take a thunderstorm in this round. And now they're on the field. Now they're on the field, and so here we go. Second attempt at trying to eliminate the 3 gray arbiters before our friend Lord Ramuh wipes us all out in one fell swoop. And unlike last time, there actually does seem to be a sense of initiative. That's one gray arbiter down. Can't help on this one. It still feels like we're moving too slow. Oh crap, I'm out of TP. Alright, someone else is substituting in. Yeah, it would be our... Okay, did we get them all in time? We'll know when Ramuh unleashes his attack. We have survived his ultimates. We can continue. Can doust weather awaken ire, or whatever he said, I wasn't paying attention. Can doust weather mine awakened ire, okay. Well, if all goes well, we might actually pull it off. Now you see, 2 people are actually attached by some lightning there. They have to run into those little pads of lightning in there in order to negate that. Alright, continuing on. So far we are faring much better. In fact, I feel so good about our chances, I'm gonna limit break. And it hardly scratched him. Oh. This time, I'm on the receiving end of one of these orbs, so gotta touch 3 in order to break 3. And now continue. Oh, now I've got the chaotic strike on me. And I've been terrored, which means basically I can't do anything until someone heals me. And thankfully someone did. I'm sure it was my lovely Sakura, who was the person who had the deed done. Oh, wait a minute, there's more arbiters on the field? I didn't even see another one spawn. Ooh, I took a beating there. I guess we better get rid of you just so that you're not causing us any trouble. I'm gonna have to be forced to take this one. I took more static condensation there. Static condensation is an ability you really don't have to worry about unless you're doing this on extreme mode. But we have Ramuh on his last legs. Yeah, most of the abilities you see you really don't have to worry about unless you're doing this fight on extreme mode. However, we're not doing this on extreme mode. And before too long, we're going to reach the point where Ramuh is defeated. Well, Ramuh, are you satisfied? And so, I guess he's going to disappear. Victory is ours, and yes, there you are, my lovely Sakura. Thank you so much for... Oh, I don't want to draw my weapon against you. What am I doing? No, I just want to thank you, my lovely Sakura, for for helping me with this success. Thank you for the healing that you supplied not only to me, but to our entire party. So, I hope that I will see you once I come on out of this challenge, but of course, we still have to make a few final words to Ramuh himself. There is one more cutscene for us to bear witness to before we can bring this challenge officially to a close.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Hey there, Ramuh. Come back for more?
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Ramuh.
For if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
And so, away he goes. Hey there, Urianger.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
Indeed it is. So did we get you what you needed?
In witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians.
Let's hope you're right on that.
Our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Of course. And so, we depart from the striking tree. Only to find that we have a Violet Screech standing right next to us, and we don't want to fight it. Instead, we want to go back to Little Solace. So, I guess the fastest way to do that would be just to use the East Shroud's Aetherite to get there. And so away we shall go. Alright. Back to the east and back to Little Solace, to the Super Lieutenant, and to our dear friends the Sylphs. The good ones, not the touched ones. Because touched ones are scary! You have returned. Now I ask how Ramuh received your visit. Well, it went like this. He challenged you to a test of arms. It is well then that you have some experience in such matters. The peoples of both Gridania and Little Solace will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this deity. The Elder Seedseer must be informed of your deeds at once. And so with that, we claim victory, plus just over 3,000 gil. Though, quite honest, so I'm trying to understand why they would give you 3,008 gil. I don't know, maybe they meant to leave it for you as a tip or something for getting the victory, but whatever. In any event, it is now time, as we received word, to speak to the Superintendent, because of course we have to give word of our victory to the Elder Seedseer, Kane Senna, but we'll take care of that next time. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, I'll be making my way back to Gridania to give good tidings to the Elder Seedseer. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.